today we are going to learn a little bit about fluid mechanics. In specific, we're going to learn about shear stress. Now, a lot of you may not know what shear stress is, but it is more simply defined as layers of water shifting at different speeds due to the force of pressure from a moving object. So, as an example, we'll look at a body of water, which we've got here. Let's just say this is a lake, and to make things a little more interesting, we're going to add a boat. Now, shear stress says that as this boat moves at a relatively high speed across the surface of the water's shape will want to change. So, as it goes along here, let's just say the first half of this stretch here, the water will want to do one of these, and the surface of it will want to change. Now, and as it changes, the speed of the water will also change as the boat goes across it. Now, the speed of the water at the top, as the boat moves across here, is going to be relatively fast. But as you get farther and farther away from the surface, as the boat goes across, the speed of the water will decrease, as it should, because as it gets farther away, the effects of the boat are minimal towards the bottom, say down here. Now, another thing that relates to shear stress is viscosity. Viscosity is actually pretty interesting because it is the resistance a fluid has to changing its shape. So, let's take this water example here again and look at it in terms of viscosity. So, as the boat moves across, the water changes shape relatively easily because it is not very viscous. But if we take another example here, molasses, it's going to take quite a bit of speed to change the shape of molasses because it is very thick and very viscous. So, as we see here, the boat moves across, it takes quite a bit. So maybe if the boat was moving at the same speed as it was on water, it wouldn't be as drastic. Maybe the change would be somewhat like that because the molasses is very viscous. And to go along with that, the velocity at the top, as we compared to down here, is going to be relatively similar because it is so thick and so viscous. As when we compared it to water, the speed up here was very different from the speed down here. So, that's about all I have. I hope my little lesson here with my guys on the boat helped you learn a little bit about fluid mechanics and in specific shear stress.